Hello, you beautiful people. Did you know your brain can't tell the difference between a real memory and one you invented? And Neville Goddard figured out exactly how to use this glitch to manifest anything you want. He called it the I remember when technique, and it's so sneaky and so simple that most people overthink it and miss the entire point. So let me show you how to use this properly, because once you get it, manifestation becomes effortless. So here's the principle. When you say, I remember when, you're positioning yourself after the struggle, looking back at your old reality from your current improved life. Your brain goes, oh, I guess we're here now, and starts rearranging your 3D reality to match. Neville received this revelation in a vision. He found himself in a stately mansion in New York City, the kind of home financial giants lived in at the turn of the century. 3 generations were present, and the son spoke to the children, saying, your grandfather would stand on an empty lot and say, I remember when this was an empty lot. Then he would paint a word picture of his desire for that lot so vividly that those who heard him could see it completely right before their eyes. This is the grandfather who made the fortune we are now enjoying. End quote. Neville woke up, recorded the experience, fell back asleep and redreamed the dream. Only this time he was the grandfather. He stood before the empty lot and said, I remember when this was an empty lot. And as he did, he pictured the building so vividly that the stones moulded themselves into the form he envisioned. This is the power Neville was revealing. You can stand in lack and say, I remember when I had abundance, implying the lack no longer exists. You can stand in loneliness and say, I remember when I was single, implying you're now in a relationship. You can stand in struggle and say, I remember when things were hard, implying they're easy now. Your subconscious can't tell the difference between a real memory and one you invented if you sell it with enough casual confidence. You can't remember something that didn't happen, right? So if you're remembering being broke or recalling how stressed you were about money before you got rich, your mind goes, oh, I guess this is real now. You can say, I remember when this was a glorious building, and look at it now, as you become aware of a rubble where once a glorious building stood. Or you can stand on rubble and say, I remember when all this was rubble, as you imagine a glorious building. You can use this destructively or constructively. It's entirely up to you. I think here's where most people mess it up. They make it too dramatic, too big, too fantasy-like. I remember when I was poor and now I'm a billionaire. Your brain doesn't trust that. It's too big of a leap. Instead, keep it boring, keep it normal, keep it conversational. If you're manifesting a specific person, I'll never say that word, don't go, I remember when we got married on our private island. Try this instead. I remember when I used to overanalyze their texts. Now they call me every night just to hear my voice. See how that's kind of normal? Like something you'd casually mention to a friend? That's the sweet spot. The more boring, the better. For confidence, you could say, I remember when I had panic before presentations. Now my team actually asks me to lead meetings. For money, you could say, I remember when I prayed for any job. Now recruiters slide into my DMs with a name your price offer. For health, you could say, I remember when I was tired and sick all the time. Now I wake up feeling energized every single day. The I remember when technique is a law of assumption technique where you use your imagination to think from the end state of already having what you desire and remember a time when you didn't have it. Similar to an archetypal old man who reminisces about the days of past good old days. He might say, I remember when gas was 50 cents, implying he's now in a time where gas costs more. You say, I remember when I couldn't pay my bills, implying that you can now. I remember when I was so anxious, implying you're peaceful now. I remember when nobody knew my name, implying you know now. This technique is flexible and works for any desire you wish to manifest. But the most important thing with Neville's manifesting methods is to make them feel real. You have to make it feel so real it becomes your desire. Here's a trap people fall into. They do the technique, they obsessively check for 3D proof. Nope, you don't remember your current phone, you just have it. Same energy, say it, feel it, and move on with your life. It's not about walking around and repeating, I remember when, I remember when. That could imply you're a grumpy old man who misses the good old times when everything was better. No, saying anything doesn't mean anything. It's about the state, the knowing, the casual certainty that this is just a memory now. Having nothing, you can become aware of being surrounded by wealth. And feeling wealthy, you can say, I remember when I had nothing. Does that statement not imply that the state of poverty no longer exists for you? Neville said, I remember when I was unknown. I remember when I couldn't sell a book. I remember when I couldn't sell anything I wrote. I remember when. Now you fill in the events, the desires, the fulfillments. This I remember when is the best powerful technique, as it helps to eliminate the anxiety feeling that one may have regarding their future. Because if you're looking back at your struggles as a memory, you're no longer anxious about the future because you're already there. Here's how to actually use this in your daily life. First, get clear on what you want to manifest. Write it down, claim it as yours. Then create your I remember when statement that implies it's already done. Don't make it complicated, don't create a whole scene. This technique should take literally 2 seconds. Feeling it real can only take 2 seconds. I remember when I didn't even need that. It's something to do on the spot, no scene needed. You're in the car. I remember when I used to drive this old car. You're at work. I remember when I had that annoying boss. You're alone. I remember when I used to eat dinner by myself. The key is the implication. Every time I remember when statement is said, it implies that the thing is no longer your reality. And when you subconsciously accept that implication, and your subconscious accepts it, when it genuinely believes you're remembering the past, not fantasizing about the future, reality must conform. I remember when implies memory, and memory is your own wonderful human imagination, the one and only creative power of God Scripture calls Jesus Christ, as Neville puts it. This isn't just a technique, it's tapping into your divine creative power. So for the next 30 days, start using this casually throughout your day. Whenever you notice something you want to change, flip it into a I remember when statement. Make it boring, make it conversational, make it normal, make it feel like you're reminiscing about the old times. And then watch as your brain reacts and rewrites your reality to match the memories you're creating. Because you can't remember something that didn't happen. So if you're remembering it, it must have happened. And if it happened, then it means you're already living in the reality where it did. That's the magic. That's the I remember when technique. Simple, sneaky, and stupidly effective. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonates, please drop me a heart so I know you've made it right till the end. I make these videos as a guide to help you reconnect with knowledge kept within you from a range of different teachers and whatever things shift within me. Take what resonates within you and release the rest. This is just here for guidance. Please follow the page if you haven't already, so I'm trying to get to 10,000, and buy my 100 Messages from the Universe book for daily guidance. Thank you for being here, thank you for being you, and keep shining your light. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.